Welcome to the Naked Mama podcast, where to be truly naked is to be eternally committed to stripping away the layers, illuminating the truth within, and emerging as the woman, the mother that you are destined to become. To be truly naked is to be truly you. I am your host, Angel Rockwell, intuitive motherhood coach, transformational mentor, and bold believer in turning the impossible into reality. I am a mama, a wife, a revolutionary entrepreneur, and a visionary for creating a legacy of abundance and fulfillment inside of motherhood. My mission here with the Naked Mama podcast is to debunk the myths of motherhood that disconnect you from your power as a mother and as a woman, and to reconnect you back to the sanctity and magic of the mother-child bond that ultimately is the key to uncovering the ease, freedom, and confidence that you desire, and truth be told, are meant to experience. I'm going to be sharing pieces of my transformational journey along with purely sourced intuitive guidance so that you can begin to see what's possible for you. Know that you are not alone and begin to take action, building momentum towards living the life that you know deep down you are meant to live. The Naked Mama podcast is here to break down the myths of motherhood that are holding you back. Each episode is designed to be a powerful conversation to raise the consciousness of women through motherhood. Each episode holds the power for you to shift into alignment, gain deeper clarity, and expand your awareness. My commitment to you is to show up authentically and be naked with you. The journey here inside the Naked Mama podcast is the journey of evolution and expansion into deeper levels of fulfillment, freedom, and ease. Here inside these episodes, we connect and ground, nourish ourselves, grow, and rise together. I am so excited to welcome you into the world of the Naked Mama. Now, if you're wanting extra love and more support in between episodes, please follow me on Instagram at @TheRealAngelRockwell. Now, let's dive right into today's episode. 'Tis the season to be. How would you fill in that blank? Christmas is a couple of weeks away here from the launch of this episode. However, the theme here today goes far deeper than just this time of year. It runs deep in the season of motherhood. In today's episode, we are going to be shedding light onto the mass chaos of the 1,000,001 hats of motherhood and peeling back the layer, a few layers actually, to reveal the purity of what lies underneath this myth. Once we get into the good stuff, I'll be sharing a few simple to integrate tools with you so that you can begin to deepen your awareness of where you are and begin clearing the path to uncover the reality and the truth of where you desire to be. Spoiler alert, there aren't 1,000,001 hats to wear, and there aren't even 1,000,001 hats. It is, however, a wonderful distraction, and we're going to cut through the BS like a hot knife through butter. And by that I mean smooth and delicious. So, Mama, take a deep breath right here before we get into this episode to check in with how your body reacts to the holiday season. How does your body react to all the things that are on your to-do list, all the things that are on your plate? Just notice. Let's take a deep breath. First, exhale all of the air out of your belly. Take a big, full, beautiful, deep breath in. And exhale. How does your body feel? Right here, right now, allow the to-do list to just drift away for a moment, for this time here in this conversation. Allow it to drift away. Allow with your continued breath right here with me, right now, with everyone here in the Naked Mama community. Allow yourself to notice. Do nothing with it. Just notice what's in your body. Let it be and breathe again. Deep breath in. Exhale, release, relax, surrender. Focus here. Be here. I got you. There is so much negative weight surrounding us as mothers around busyness. And the holiday season is one of those times that can really amplify this. Now, amplification does not have to equate with overwhelm. Amplification actually provides an amazing opportunity to see what's here. To ease the reality check of busting this myth of mothers have to wear and balance all of the hats, here's a little journey into a pocket of my life. Now, I used to pride myself heavily on being an epic multitasker. If there were more things to be done in one period of time, I wanted to do more in less. I wanted to do it better. Multitasking for me was a word I used often, and it was something that I really strived to achieve. Now, this is going back a fair ways to my professional ballet career. There was one point with a company where I was not only dancing, so doing the full rehearsals and the performances, I was actually choreographing as well. So, creating the content in which the dancers moved. I was not only in charge of managing the costumes, I was designing the costumes, I was constructing the costumes, I was helping with everything on the back end of things like backstage, was doing lighting design. Oh my goodness, I was doing everything. And outside of that as well, or in along with that, I was also doing the marketing. It was a really, really busy time in my life, and I thrived off of it in a way that it made me hungry. So when I say thrive here, I was almost ravenous. Like the more I could consume, the more I wanted. And there was something in here that made me feel like this is going to get me where I want to be because I'm devouring so much. I'm going to be able to digest it and then fuel my fire to move forward. And what I did find in definitely in hindsight, and now this is going back, you know, over 10 years now, I can see this very clearly. At the time, it felt really good. So, in terms of motherhood here, I understand how it can feel so good to get things done. And we're not looking here at not doing things. What we're doing is really getting to the foundation of who we are when we're doing things, why we're doing, and just making some shifts. They might be big shifts, it might just be a tiny little shift into alignment so that we're not succumbing or falling or playing victim to a myth. We're reclaiming and regaining our control here. So, I want to take a quick look at language. We give so much of our power away with words. And the words I'm specifically going to call forward here are have and need. So I have to do A, B, C, or D. Or I need to do this. I need to do that. The energy behind these words is constricted. It's stress, pressure, force, dislike, maybe even something stronger. But the energy behind have to and need to is very forceful. So when we're wanting, desiring ease and relaxation and flow, have to and need to are not in the same vibe here. Now, I also resonate here with it won't get done if I don't do it. Now, I said this a lot before I became a mother, And it was something that I almost kind of thought that I had tackled, and then it came back up again, reared its, I don't want to say ugly head, it just reared its head. I'm starting to be able to see more clearly every day the beauty in these moments. So if you said this and maybe you're doing it now, you're thinking, well, Angel, seriously, if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. We're going to move forward here in how to do the doing from a place that feels good. So I feel you. Let's keep going. And let's play for a moment here. What is the worst case scenario if it weren't to get done? Whatever it is, this time of year, this season, the holiday shopping, down to any season of, doing laundry and putting it away. Factually speaking, the worst that will happen is that it won't get done. But I know, I feel you. I have lived the madness full deeply into every fiber of my being before I became a mother, and as I mentioned, recognizing my default behavior to do and hashtag get shit done. This is a constantly evolving process now in motherhood for me as well. So for me to say, factually speaking, all that happens is that the thing doesn't get done. We can make it mean so much more than that. And that's what we're here to do, is to strip this away, to see what's really here, not what we're making it mean or creating it to be that really is not in service of what we really want. Now, I spoke in episode 1 about the universal smackdown that I experienced in 2016 that provided me an undeniable space to stop doing all the things and to slow down. That moment of losing my job, and along with it, my career path, my friends, my community, everything that I thought my life was a massive hit. It even led me to moving to an entirely new city and starting all over again. The impact of this moment for me was huge and still unfolding quite delightfully and increasingly with delight in many ways now that I'm almost 6 years out of it. So, looking at the language of have to and need to, I know you can feel that in your body. You can notice again, even right now, as I say these words, you have to do this. You need to do this. You can notice. Maybe it's big, maybe it's subtle. Notice how that feels in your body and notice how that ripples into your thoughts. Where does it make your mind go? What happens? You feel the tension, the constriction, I almost feel like a meerkat. They poke their little heads up and look around like, oh my God, what? We become on alert. So we're going to clean this up. Now, Mama, I love to breathe. So take a deep breath with me. First, just relax your shoulders. Give them a little love. Move them around. Move your head around a little. Allow yourself to settle. And exhale all of your breath out. Now, take the biggest, most delicious deep breath in that you have ever taken before. Right here, right now. Sip it in with me, Mama. And allow it just to fall easily, to flow out of you. Take another deep breath if it feels good. Continue to breathe deeply as I go on here. Now, inside this conversation, as you breathe, let's make a sweeping declaration to release the have to and need to from our lives. Mamas, come on. Come together with me. Come together right now. Breathe with me and declare, I want to. I choose to. Are you willing to make that shift? This one seemingly small piece, holds the power to massively shift so much for you. I know, because it has massively shifted so much for me and for the women in my world. It takes a bit of mental work at first, noticing and connecting to the body, how you feel and how it ripples out. You will feel the difference with want and choose. And I'm just going to say them again. I want to. I choose to. Now, this may not feel good at first because it's new and it's different. And if you're at a point here and you're hearing me say these words, have and need, want and choose, and it all just sounds like words, I'm going to help you. I'm going to support you with some tools near the end of this episode here to really start to integrate this. Because again, you showing up and being here inside this conversation, Mama, says so freaking much about you. And to allow, to surrender to being in this moment. Be here with me. I am here with you. I am in this with you. There is nothing to do in this moment than to be and to receive this conversation. We are in this together. So, along with this declaration, the release of need and have, and the claiming of want and choose. Along with this declaration, the 1,000,001 hats disappear. Yes. Just like that. The 1,000,001 hats disappear. Now, you may feel yourself wanting to hold on to them because we do really identify with the things that we do. And we're going to get into identification with doing in a later episode. So say bye-bye to the cluttered closet filled with hats. Maybe you even pictured them, or as I've been talking today, maybe you started to picture them. I love my brilliant brain for its power of visualization, and things come to me sometimes brutally, honestly, and clearly. And at one point in my life, the hats inside of my cluttered closet, in that space when I was doing all of the things with the ballet company, the choreographing, the dancing, the promotion, everything. So many hats, and even designed the hats myself, and many of them I didn't really like. So say hello to space. Breathe in this space. Maybe even allow your mind to really visualize these hats just disappearing. The shelves become clear. The hats are gone, relaxing and settling into this space. So where then, you may be wondering, did these hats go? How do they really disappear? Now, in my multitasking days, bless me for them, I started to wonder in those moments, and what was I actually accomplishing doing all of the things? Like, what was the point? What was really propelling me? Because I started feeling in the devouring I was doing, I was devouring so much. Like, I was fucking crushing it, getting everything done and beyond. People saying, "Oh my God, Angel, how do you do it all?" And I ate it up. There was a definite look at me performance aspect to it. Now, I grew up dancing. My professional ballet career was beautiful. And of course, performance kind of goes hand in hand. Literally, we put on shows as dancers. And it just started feeling different. It's like the devouring wasn't enough anymore. Say, well, then what? So I just started wondering, what am I actually accomplishing here? And you can ask yourself these questions. I encourage you to ask yourself these questions. And having the experience that I did with my many years of multitasking, it wasn't just with this one job, it was a whole lifetime, really, up until my 30s, my early 30s. This allowed me to be in this space where I could step into motherhood, where I chose to step into motherhood without doing all the things, stepping into the clear space without the hats, with the clear closet. And at the back of that closet, there was just a wide open door to the beautiful open air of the world. Now, within this, I invite you again just to notice what is resonating with you. Maybe you don't feel like, oh, I'm not that kind of person. I don't go out there and say, ooh, guys, look at me. Look at all these great things that I do. Notice if that's where your mind goes as well. Or maybe this is speaking to you and you're like, oh, yeah, that's me. I do that. Curiosity is such a benefit here. And what are we actually accomplishing in doing all of the things? What is the purpose? And does it feel good eternally? Or is it just kind of a quick fix? Something that just fuels us to want more? Is there that craving to devour more? Or is that there an acceptance of what really is? Each have to and need to is attached to a different hat. Laundry, household cleaning, paying bills, feeding the baby, creating activities, cleaning up activities, driving here, driving there. Each have to and need to pops up on your to-do list as another thing to do. Each hat creates a different identity and becomes the home for who you feel you need to be underneath that hat. Safety hat, sassy hat, protective hat, the get shit done hat, loving hat, efficient hat. So many fucking hats. I had, as I said, one of the biggest walk-in closets for all of my hats. It was extensive, vast, and endless, really. Now, choose, want. What does it feel like for you? You may be thinking, if only I knew. Maybe you're thinking, I haven't thought about that in a while. Without the specifics of what you are choosing, say the words out loud with me now. Or if you're more comfortable, just repeat them in your mind. I choose. I want. Again. I choose. I want. One more time, Mama. Right here, right now with me. I choose. I want. This is the vibe, Mamas. There is nothing you need to do, and there's nothing you have to do. Release these words from your vocabulary. Release them. They do not belong with this declaration of want and choice. And release these hats simultaneously from your closet. When all the hats are gone, and I mean all. They're not going to all fly out at once, most likely here, but they will. You are going to be left with one thing. You are left with you. This myth of 1,000,001 hats to wear to balance, it keeps us tethered to doing. When we're caught up in the doing of all the things, we're too busy to notice, to feel into the truth that we are one. We are the one. And when we step into this becoming, yes, we can do as many things as we like. There are far more than 1,000,001 things we can do. Infinite, endless. But we get to choose. You, Mama, get to choose. You get to want. You get to set the stage, set the vibe, and move with confidence and ease in everything that you choose for yourself from the place of desire. Sweet little Ophelia just joined me in here today. Now, of course, our willingness to go deeper here will shift this from a simple linguistics exercise into a profound embodiment that will unlock pieces of your freaking magnificent power. So, As promised earlier, before we wrap up here, I have a few juicy pieces for you to take away to begin seeding this into your life. And it begins here. Notice when you say the words have and need. Just notice. As we noticed our breath, we noticed our feelings, just notice. Take the moment to notice how you feel in your body, where your mind ripples to, and in your soul. Just notice. Repeat, I choose to, or I want to. Just those 3 words. Until you feel a shift in your body, you will breathe into this. You are the master creator of your experience. When you feel the shift, feel a softening, then move. Then move into the choice you're making. I choose to do this laundry. I want to cook this meal. I want to snuggle my baby. I choose to be the woman, the mother who feels good. This breaks the cycle. And doesn't it feel so good? So, we've shed some light today onto this mass chaos of the 1,000,001 hats of motherhood. We've peeled back the layers to reveal the purity of what lies underneath this myth. And that purity is you, the oneness that is you. We begin here and now to integrate more deeply. Feel the wholeness and the completeness that is you, is me, is us. You can deepen your awareness of where you are and begin clearing the path to uncover the reality of where you desire to be. And it starts simply. Just as you don't have to, you don't need to. You do not have to have the answers. You do not need to know, feel, be anything other than you are right now. We move forward from here with I choose. I want. Let all the air out of your belly, mama. One more deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Thank you so much for joining me inside this episode today, for your willingness to be in this conversation, share in the vibe, the wisdom, and the connection with me. This vibe is now yours to take with you. So take one more deep breath with me, mama, and breathe this in before you step forward with the rest of your day. Pause what you're doing. Be still. Close your eyes. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Feel what you feel, honor it, and love on yourself like crazy for being open to this moment right here, right now. If this episode resonated with you, made you feel something undeniable, I encourage you to share it and spread the love. And please tag me so that I can connect with you and indulge in the vibe with you. And so that together we can get this podcast into the hands of more mamas who could use a little naked mama in their life. Remember to subscribe so you can stay connected. And if you're looking for love and support between episodes, follow me on Instagram at @TheRealAngelRockwell. If you're feeling pulled for more, join the Naked Mama private Facebook community where deep levels of magic await. Lastly, always feel free to connect with me directly. I adore voice messages, just FYI. If you choose to pop into my inbox, I guarantee I'll be all up in your inbox in the best way. I will see you here again next week for another transformative episode. Until then, sending love and light to you, beautiful mama.